Hi, my name is Chris, and I am okay at FMC. This is a series where I detail some of my more interesting and unorthodox FMC solutions that I get officially, which come from the fact that I don't actually know any really advanced FMC techniques, so I end up just winging it and trying weird stuff and trying to be creative, and sometimes it gives me really cool situations and solutions. So this is the series that I use to chronicle and explain those solutions. So this was a 57, it's a chunker, 57 move solution that I got at attempt 1 of Gem City Airplane Mode 10 Do Ya Remember OH 2024, which is one heck of a title, and yes, it was held on September 21st, 2024, which was awesome. Now, this solution deals with, like, edges being swapped and other corners being swapped, and then more edges being swapped that I didn't expect, and trying to set up to a T-Perm and just really weird stuff, which I can't really explain it that well without just getting right into it, so let's just go ahead and do that. I found this on the inverse Scramble, which you will find in the description along with all the other information you need about this solution and Scramble. So yeah, let's get into it. Also, I wrote this one with rotation, so it's going to be much easier to present. So let's start with X, Y. The first thing I see is that the green cross is quite simple to solve here. So I do a U prime to fix the green-orange edge like that. And then before I fix the green-yellow and green-white edges, I realize that with the D prime, I can set up this green-red edge to be one move away from being solved once I fix the other one. So then I do L prime, R prime, and then F, but no, I don't. I don't know why I tried this. I think I actually did it on accident, which is how I found what I'm about to show you. I really have no other explanation for why I decided to put these in the wrong place, but that's what I do. I go ahead with a U2F, U2F prime, and that solves the cube with the green, orange, and green, red edges swapped. So let's go ahead and continue carefully with why I just did that. Z2. Now you'll see here on the back, I have this really strange situation here with these white F2L pairs, well, kind of white F2L pairs. Well, this one's white, this one's yellow. You'll see that if I were to swap these two corners like this, then these pairs will be solved. So why don't I just solve them relative to their edges? And then I can swap these two corners and these two edges with a T-Perm somewhere at the end. Because the T-Perm I will be using in this solution is only 10 moves, so I thought that would be a good enough ending to try to go for. So I do R U to R prime to get this pair in, and then L prime U to L to get the second end. So you'll see the edges are correct. All I need to do is, it should be a little more apparent now, all I need to do is just swap these two corners, and it's like this isn't happening. Of course, along with these two edges as well. So then I do a B U2 B prime to form this pair here, green, yellow, orange. And I just put it in with a U2 R prime U R. And there we go, we have 3 pairs now. And then the final one is green, orange, white, which is just a ULU L prime ULU L prime. See, I'm being very efficient in the solution, very clearly, yes. So that is F2L done, as you can see. And then right away we have F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime, OLL, probably the best OLL you can get, 6 moves. And look what we have here. We have an H-perm on top, which is really weird because that means, because of the edges being swapped on the bottom, it's going to be much easier to handle this OLL case, actually with less moves than any OLL case optimally, I'm pretty sure, because all I need to do now is L2, R2, D2, L2, R2 to fix both the green cross edges, which were swapped with each other, and one pair of the edges which are swapped with each other on the top, which is very nice. So it's kind of like doing half of OLL is what I call it in the alg.qme.net website link that I put in the description. And I definitely didn't expect this. I mean, who would? But I think it's just the reason I really like this is because it negates the need to do any kind of PLL with a really, oh yeah, sorry, I called it OLL before. It negates the need to do any kind of like really long move PLL, and I actually end up doing less moves than I expected to have to do before, because I thought I'd have to do some kind of normal PLL, but then also do the T-Perm, but I actually took down some of the moves from the PLL by handling both of these at the same time. Now, you'll see we still have to do the T-Perm, which I think is really funny, that I end up still having to do the T-Perm at the end, but just a different T-Perm. So I set up to the T-Perm with U, L prime R. So now you'll see what I need to do is swap these two corners and these two edges, and then I'll be done. And the T-Perm I end up using is the optimal T-Perm, which has 10 moves plus AUF. And I really like it because it reminds me of a cuboid algorithm. And also, I think, something from the square one as well. It also has wide moves, which was a little hard to translate in the final solution, but it'll be no problem here. And so to do it with wide moves, you'll see it looks like this. And then there's the U prime AUF, and that is a T-Perm, just like that. A little faster here. Oh, there we go. And that's what I'm going to use here, just, of course, without the wide moves. Fun fact, you can write wide moves in FMC. Just write the letter, then a W, just like this. But you probably shouldn't do that anyway, just in case you get it wrong somehow. But anyway, here we go. So, F2, D, R2, D prime, F2, L2, D prime, B2, D, L2, and then to finish off, I undo the set move with a U prime, bring back down the corners, these corners here, with an L and an R prime, and finish off with a U. And that is 57 moves and a very odd solution. I tried looking around for other ways I could somehow, like, cancel anything in that ending situation, but I don't think I could find any. Feel free to make fun of me in the comments for failing if anything like that exists. But yeah, that was a very strange solution. Very unexpected things happening, having to do something anyway when I thought I could maybe skip it or something, or yeah, just like having to do a different T-Perm. Just very, very strange, very fun. I don't care it was 57, it was weird, and that's what I want out of FMC. That's why I like it. I get to be creative, and that is it. There you go.